Hi, so we're going to start with, I have read the Daniel 2020 textbook in its entirety. For me, the one ethical principle that is in harmony with my personal and spiritual beliefs would be autonomy. While I go back and forth between autonomy and non-maleficence, I decided on autonomy because I have recognized the need for it more and more throughout this course. I say this because I was first drawn towards counseling with the goal of fixing people, but through this course I have learned that we are not the ones to fix people, but to walk the path with our clients while they help themselves. After all, the only one that fixes people is God. Realizing this has actually felt like a weight lifted for me. Not trying to fix anything, but to just be there for our clients while they're working through their issues. I personally do not like to be told what to do, but I tend to do it to others. So it's been pretty eye-opening for me. As a counselor, listening to clients and being the type of counselor I want to be. I know that this will be something that I will have to constantly think about and work on, but I have felt the change since going through this course. A client isn't going to change their life and ways of thinking that may have led them to me by being told what to do by another person, even if it is their counselor. It is a personal choice no matter what my opinion is. In the Daniel 2020 textbook, the part that really opened my eyes was in almost the very beginning, where it spoke about how God allowed Adam and Eve to make the decision in the very beginning of the world, knowing that it would have dire consequences, even though he knew what was best. If God allows us to make our own choices and mistakes, then we as counselor have no greater teacher to learn from. As the creator of everything, God does not force himself on us. So how could we as regular humans force ourselves on others? So the standard from the ACA Code of Ethics that currently remains in conflict with my spiritual beliefs is this part of A.4.B, personal values. And it kind of goes with autonomy. I was discussing this specific point with my husband because he said, you really would have to hate someone to not let them know the good news of Jesus and how he is the only way to God in heaven. This hit me hard because although I believe that everyone should be able to make their own choices, I want their decision to be informed and I want them to make the best decision with all the information. While I believe in autonomy more and more through this course, I think it is important that clients have information that will help them without forcing them to take it at face value. From my article, there's cited information from Burke in 2005. It says the 21st century showed a growing interest in spirituality as psychologists again acknowledged that the total person is understood as a system of physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and spiritual dimensions. And then Maximo for 2019, which is from my cited article, states, there is recognition that individuals are influenced by their spirituality, and counselors who take this into account are better equipped to understand clients more fully and respond according to their clients' needs. Although I think this is something that will be hard to work through, but understanding another person's spiritual life would be a first step. Understanding where they are and if they are comfortable with it or if they wish to grow it along with their counseling. I believe that counseling and a relationship with God can and should go hand in hand. As you learn more about God, you learn more about yourself and where you want to be in life. While I would never push this onto a patient, as it is their choice, I think it would be important to see how they feel about religion or spirituality and their relationships regarding it. Most people have issues with religion because of the practices and the people, not because of God. There would be different ways to go about this without forcing it on a patient by just asking them questions and not telling them my personal views on the subject. Seeing what they know about different religions and the sects within those religions, and having them do their own research to make that informed decision. It would benefit the client because they would have a task and a decision to make for themselves without feeling pressured. Regardless of what their ultimate decision is, setting them on a path for personal discovery will have the potential for healing and knowledge.